Hello, my fellow Ghoul Renegade, and welcome back to a brand new video of Ghoulish Reacts. So, before we get into today's video, I have a few updates to make. Okay, update number one. You guys might see a little bit decrease in videos for the time being because I'm recently moving houses. Things in my real life have been a little hectic as well. So, you might not see me post for a little bit because I'm moving houses. But once I'm fully moved in, of course, I'll be back to posting again as normal. Update 2. I'm actually answering a question from one of my subscribers, as I happened to mention in the last reaction video for the Backrooms that I didn't have internet. And one of my subscribers, reading is a knowledge, asked me if I was hacked or anything. Answer to your question, no, unfortunately I wasn't hacked. We just forgot to pay the bill, so therefore, no Wi-Fi. But I'm still able to make videos using my unlimited mobile data, so this is all good. Okay, on to the video. Today we are watching The Backrooms by Kane Pixels in his newest episode, well, not newest episode, but new to me, Pitfalls. And we're starting off with the date May 6th, 1990, documented by Marvin E. Lee. Or Lee? Yeah, I think it's Lee. Alright, let's get into it. So we are back in the async facility. Okay, so there's the hazmat suits they wear.
Check 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Mark. Mic check.
You're all good. This is Marv. 1 2 3. Marv. Mic check. 1 2 3.
Great. This is George. Mic.
Okay. So they're about to go into the threshold, which is the portal to the Backrooms. And I believe in the last video, they are building more rooms, as you could tell. They're starting to build rooms into the Backrooms. Like, Async is, like, expanding its operation further into the Backrooms. Like, there are certain areas where they have sealed off and started to build. So they're kind of doing, like, this expansion endeavor into the Backrooms. And, yeah, that's kind of where we are right now. I don't really remember the rest. For clarification, you guys might want to go back and watch the last two parts that I did. The only other thing important that kind of happened was that they recovered the body, supposedly the body of Kane, who we saw in the very first video, the very first Backrooms video, and they did an autopsy on him, which one of the scientists noted that there may be some kind of like disease or some kind of like virus that possibly eats away at human tissue when they're in the Backrooms. It's kind of like a sickness of some kind. And that scientist basically said that it also could kind of relate to the monsters as well that we've seen so far throughout the series. And just before we go on, I really love the cinematography that Kane does for this series. He's really impressive when it comes to cinematography. I feel if he was given a movie budget, a studio budget per se, I feel he can make a really good Backrooms movie. And I also like how he's going into the live action perspective of things, even though most of this is, animated on Blender and all that type of stuff. But I really do applaud Kane for his effort. You guys should go follow him because he does make some good stuff. Alright, so into the threshold we go. There's a guy overviewing the process, obviously. Oh! Okay, so I was kind of right about Async expanding into the Backrooms. So they've already built a little observation area here, as you can tell. So they are expanding into the Backrooms and adding more things, solely for research purposes. So Marv and his team are about to venture out past the threshold and hopefully find a new area that we've never seen before.
Has the vertical expansion been approved yet?
They're not getting to that until after the presentation.
When does that go through?
Sorry, can you repeat?
What day will the tour be over?
From the 7th to the 10th.
Okay, so that's interesting that Marvin asked both of those questions. So first question he asked was about vertical expansion. So basically they are confirming, well, Kane is confirming at this point, that async is expanding into the backrooms and they plan to add so much more. And the other question he asks is, when is the tour? One async employee happened to mention a presentation. So I'm assuming as of this point that most likely async has enough backers, they have enough money from the US government, and they have enough investors, rich people, and they're ready to present the backrooms to most likely these investors or the general public as well. So something tells me async's plan for the backrooms is far bigger than what we could have anticipated than in the beginning of the series. So yeah, this is taking a pretty interesting turn. I can't wait to see how it ends so far.
Next report out? Yeah, should be good. End of the day tomorrow, I think. Get the cable. Okay.
Okay, so as you can see there, they're adding another one of those rope stations to where they can find their way back to the threshold, of course. As we saw that in a lot of the videos as well. This area looks kind of different. We've never seen this before. And the lights are certainly different too. They're not the double lights that are connected. It's more like singular lights now. Huh. It's kind of odd. At least I think it is. You never know.
Okay, good enough.
Oh, and just to be clear, this is honestly the second time that I'm watching this because I literally just tried to record this beforehand with a different screen recorder because I thought, well, what if I make the screen recorder a little bit better quality? No. The one that I found, it was worse. It didn't even keep up with what I was saying, and the audio was off the whole entire time. So we're back with AZ recorder, which it's not bad. It's working. That's all I really want it to do is work. And for most of the time, it really does work. So just thought I'd mention that.
Be on caution.
Okay. So there's the rest of Marvin's team, and the one dude is obviously still carrying the rope. At first I thought it was a piece of tape, but then I found out I was kind of wrong. It's more of like a piece of rope, so... Looks like a fire hose. A little bit.
Oh, wow. This is new.
Yep.
Is that all carpeted? Huh. Looks like carpet on all sides. 7:35.
Visibility falls off pretty quick. Might be at an angle.
And we've got a door.
Don't recognize the design.
Yep. Seems different than all the others that we've seen so far.
Cover all the way over there. Assembling a walkway would be redundant. For all we know, it's just another dead end. Alright, I'll take a look. Go notify Cloud.
Man's about to take the walk of faith.
Easy. Good.
Oh. That would creep me out so bad. I do not like pits. I don't like holes that just lead to nowhere.
Everything okay?
Marvin, get the camera over here.
Across?
Fine, just hurry.
Okay.
No, it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Okay. Just, 1 moment, alright? Okay.
He's very hesitant to walk over this.
Quick, seriously.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm going. Yeah.
Walking on normal ground.
Very hesitant to walk on this walkway.
Can you
Watch
take
it.
this one?
Just whoa! Jeez, my lord. Ah, scared me.
Marvin, do you copy?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm alright.
Thank Christ. Are you injured?
I think I pulled something in my shoulder. I'm a bit dizzy, but no, I'm fine.
Where are you? Can you describe your surroundings?
It's different. Like a room up there, but the architecture's the same, but the wallpaper is different. It's a bit greener.
Green? Looks gray to me, but whatever, man.
Hold on, I need to see if.
You ain't getting back up there.
Nope.
Yep, figured.
I'm not reaching the tunnel I fell from. The opening comes out through the wall, but it's too high.
Okay, just stand by and stay put for a moment.
Got it.
It's a long hallway.
Is the camera intact?
Seems to be fine. I'm recording, but who knows what the output will be like.
I mean, it's working. So, yeah. Obviously, it's fine.
Make your way back over to this side. Carefully. Do you have another camera? I need to get this. It has to wait. This takes precedence.
Yeah, it's pretty high. No wonder you couldn't jump to it.
Just throw down the guideline with the weight attached. I can use it to climb up.
Just tried that. There won't be enough length to reach you. George, go right back to standing and bring it tether. Hang in there, Marv.
Yeah, it looks like you're stuck down there, bro.
What was that?
What was what?
A person.
I don't know.
I didn't hear anything up here.
Sounded like. I think there's somebody down here.
What?
I hear yelling. Like.
Correction, somebody or something. You know, because we already know that things in the back rooms aren't obviously what they seem. We've already seen a few monsters, so it stands to reason that one of those monsters may be present in this area as well. I'm just saying. Because even that other monster, like in the very first video, it had a very distorted voice, but you could also say that it could also mimic as well.
A person is yelling.
A person?
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Are you sure you're not just hearing us?
No, it's definitely not from you.
Yeah, it's not from you guys at all. It's like screaming, like the guy's going, "Help! Help me! Help!" There's a road down there. What in the world? That's not natural. Why is there a road? Streetlights?
What? Are those streetlights?
And there's tunnels down here.
The left hallway, and it's right there, under the gap in the wall.
Yep.
You need to stay at the hole. George will be back any minute, then we can assess the situation from there.
That guy's down there.
But what if Miller's right about the null zones?
Even if that's the case, I agree with Mark. It's not worth the risk.
Interesting how Marvin mentions null zones. Now, I don't know much of the Backrooms lore, so honestly, I'm going to have to look that up for myself to see what the null zones are. I think in the first video, where we see it through Kane's perspective, I think that was when he fell, when he was getting chased by the monster, and he jumped into that hole and he fell down. And he was kind of at a point where he was like safe. I think honestly, null zones of the Backrooms are basically like kind of like safe points in a way, where the monsters can't necessarily get you, but there's of course still a possibility that there might be a monster still down there. So at least that's what I'm coming up with it as of this point in time. But I honestly do think that's what null zones are, like kind of like safe points, but not entirely safe.
Oh my god.
Marvin? Marvin, do you copy?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Marv, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find them. I know how to get back. It's fine.
It's kind of odd.
Keep us posted.
There's like a whole neighborhood down here, complete with a road, sidewalks, street lamps, even mailboxes and fire hydrants. That's kind of odd. There's even tunnels. Like, I wonder where these tunnels lead to. Thanks, Marv. That's what I just said. I said it was the neighborhood. You're just catching on to this now? Okay, then. He's in that house.
Hello?
It's obvious he's in the house. You can hear him. And the lights are on. Man left the lights on. You know, I find it extremely funny and convenient that the house at the very end of the block is the one with the lights on, when every other house on the street has no lights or nothing. That just goes to show, never go to the house at the end of your block, because usually, not all the time, but sometimes, that's when creepy stuff happens. There's always that one house on every street that creeps everybody out.
Can you hear me?
Maybe.
I'm
Anything?
I'm entering one of the houses. I can hear the yelling coming from.
Oh, I was just gonna tell you guys, if you see me like lifting up my headphone from time to time, I'm trying to hear what's going on, like in the background in my room. Just I'm listening for the door to open. That's all.
okay. This is odd.
There are inverted turn signs in this room, coming out of the carpet.
They're inverted? What do you mean by that?
Mirrored. They're not oriented properly.
He's extremely close now. Yeah, it's kind of odd how there was just signs in that room. And yeah, he was right. They were actually mirrored and inverted. So yeah, they were both.
I think I'm losing you. Just stand by.
That's odd.
403,
Okay, so from what I see in this picture, I see some cardboard boxes kind of laid out. I see a chair and a bag. Is it possible that maybe there was somebody living down here at some point in time? Because that's what it honestly looks like. It looks like somebody fell into the back rooms and they kind of made this little setup to kind of survive for a little bit. I think I kind of know where this is going. And I think I'm going to be right if I really do know where this is going.
Repeat, Marvin, do you
Oh, there's
copy?
two chairs down here.
This is Marv.
Okay. Good, we read you.
Yeah, there's a backpack. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, somebody was living down here.
Someone's been living down here.
Living down there?
Shoes.
That's not possible.
It's not a person. It's
Hey!
it's one of the monsters. It's a
Can you
mimic.
hear me?
It's fake. Don't go down there. Don't go down there.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
What is that? Oh yeah, it's not a person. It's fake.
What is that?
That is not a fucking person!
Jeez.
Marvin, talk to me. What do you see?
That's just creepy. Oh. You fell. You made your first mistake.
Marvin,
Just keep running.
George, come in. George, it's a
Keep running. Don't look back. Don't look back, man. Just keep going. Well, you really made him angry now. He's doing those very extreme wails. Okay, so the way that I thought it was going was pretty much correct. So here's my little theory for that little bit. So I'm assuming, as of this point, is that somebody fell into the backrooms. Unfortunately, they didn't make it, as that monster probably killed them and decided to mimic their voice. So something tells me that that guy was probably down there for a while. So what my whole little thing is, I think the dude fell into the backrooms. He got trapped in the backrooms, of course, as usually everybody does. But he kind of thought he might ride it out and try to survive down there for a few days, and that probably did work for him. Well, probably at some point in time exploring or trying to get back to his little base or whatever, he got caught by that monster, it killed him, and ended up mimicking his voice, thus probably luring other people into that same area, thinking that there was someone down there who needed help, when in reality it was just another monster trying to kill them. Creepy stuff. And now Marvin is getting chased by that monster, as this is all from his perspective. Oh, it's getting really close now. Oh, it's even more enraged.
Kim, I need that suitcase. Okay, hold it like this.
Keep going, you're not out of the woods yet. I mean, he's out of that area, but he's not out of the danger.
Okay, I'm here. Set it down.
It's gonna take a moment. Grab it like, yeah, hold it.
Ooh, he's coughing. It's probably not good. It's probably the gas mask, though.
Stand clear, we're setting it down.
Alright, climb the rope, man. Get up there. Climb that suitcase. Get up there. Yeah. You did it, man. Proud of you. You've done it. Now just have your coworkers pull you up. Okay. That is the end of Pitfalls. Yeah, honestly, pretty interesting. I really did enjoy that video. Cinematography was great, you know. Pretty intense when it needed to be, especially at that end part. I know the monster whales kind of creep me out a little bit, which that's pretty good. It just has like a little sense of uneasiness, of course. Plus, with liminal spaces, there's always a sense of uneasiness. And at least this episode, it didn't feel as claustrophobic as the others, because normally, like when you look at the back rooms, it seems a little claustrophobic, even though some of the walls can be spread out. But in a way, you feel a sense of like claustrophobia as well, which I feel Kane kind of shows and represents really good in this series. Well, like I said, go follow Kane Carter. Sorry, Kane Carter. No, sorry. Go follow Kane Pixels. Kane Carter. The only reason why I mentioned him, he's the game dev for Pop Goes. I didn't mean to mention him. Go follow Kane Pixels. His stuff will be in the description below. And unfortunately, this is all the time I have today for this video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications for when I upload new videos. And make sure to follow my social media links down in the description below to join the Ghoul Renegade. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.